Okay. And we're live. All right, guys. Let's see here. How's it sound out there? Sound good? Somebody let me know how the sound. Sounds good? Y'all can hear me? Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. Perfect. All right. Well, some of you guys know we were going to have an interview today with Lorenzo Minera. Unfortunately, he had a family issue where he had to go address, and no problem with that. We understand it was a last minute meeting we were able to get, and then we weren't able to get him because of the emergency. So I just wanted to thank him for accepting the interview, and we sent him, prayers for his son that they had a family emergency with his son, so he's addressing that right now. Later on, we'll be sure to bring him back so we can interview him. But yeah, just like Paco says, saca las margaritas. Who's enjoying the evening right now, Cinco de Mayo evening? Hopefully, you guys have something celebrated and trying to have a good time right now. Hopefully, we catch you guys with a adult beverage in your hand, a good adult beverage in your hand. Enjoy this open show today. Like I said, we had an interview scheduled. We weren't able to bring it to you today due to the person's family reasons. That's understandable. That's fine. No worries. But we do wanted to bring you something and talk to you anyways. And yeah, you know what? Let's do this for Cinco de Mayo, guys. Whatever drink you have on your side right now, go ahead and put it in the comments. Paco, you got the margaritas. We see somebody's got some 1800 with lime shots, getting them ready. Cinco de Mayo, Cinco de Mayo. Fortunately, we were able to go ahead and have something. It's going to be a little brief. We'll talk about what's happening in the what happened at the elections, what's going to happen now with the runoff elections, and then from there we'll move on to the polls and talk about the polls that we have open right now, and I'll show you what the results are as of right now. Friday is when we're going to go ahead and reveal what were the final results for everything, but we can go ahead and give you a sneak peek to y'all can see where it's trending, who what's going on with those polls, right? um Adult beverage, Herbalife. Yeah, for some adults that is their choice of drink. Uh, my look at that, Billy Perez, all the way from SPI, celebrating Cinco de Mayo. Hey, thank you for tuning in, guys. We really appreciate it. And go ahead, like I said, every Billy, have a good time, Billy. Anybody else having their drink of choice on a Cinco de Mayo Wednesday? Employers, you need to understand Cinco de Mayo is Cinco de Mayo. So who's going to be calling in tomorrow saying they're running a little bit late to work tomorrow, huh? All right. Well, uh, um, like I said, first thing that we want to go ahead and first thing we want to go ahead and talk about, guys, is the final results for the election. All right. We, as many of you know, we were just this past Saturday. We City of Eagle Pass did elect a new. They did elect a new mayor. So City of Eagle Pass, which, like I said, we had 4,900 plus out of 17,000 that voted, and you guys are gonna have a new mayor. You voted for a new mayor. There was the incumbent Luis Fuentes, who has been in city council as a councilman for I think it was 8 years, and then or seven, something like that, and then he decided to jump up to mayor just last year and ran against Rudy Villalpando. He did win, and then he had to run again for the next 4 years. But the community went out, they voted, and they voted for what is it? A new mayor. We're gonna have a new mayor, Rolando Salinas, coming in. The final results there were Rolando Salinas 2,752 votes, which was good for 56%. We had Luis Cifuentes had 2,191 votes, which was good for 44%. A difference of 561 votes. Now, 561 votes is a pretty good margin. We did see whenever the early voting came out, it was pretty consistent to the 500 votes that came out here. So pretty much it stayed even on election day. Um, the community spoke, I guess, City of Eagle Pass, whoever is a registered voter within the city limits, you guys went out, you guys made your choice, made your voice heard, and we are going to have a new mayor. Now, a race that not many people are talking about right now is the city council place two. And the reason why there isn't too much chatter going on with that one is because Elias Diaz ran unopposed. Now he got 3,626 votes, and that was good for 100% because there was no opponent. But the interesting stat on this was so 362 3,626 people decided to bubble in Elias Diaz's name, City Councilman Elias Diaz, but there was 1,331 that left it blank. So it was just an interesting thing to me because typically in anywhere we all grow up, they tell you never leave any question blank. You don't know the answer, you bubble in see. uh, but you never leave anything blank, and in this case 1,331 people left that blank, and out of close to 5,000, very close to 5,000, 360 3,626 of them did circle in that little circle for Elias Diaz. That's just something that, yeah, it says he got 100% of the votes, but not everybody. Yeah, I will say, guys, it's hot out there, very hot out there. The sun is gonna do hell on those seats. So if you got leather seats, that dashboard, anything like that, it can really mess up your seats. So you need to take care of some tints for your vehicle. Y'all go ahead on my boy Carl Kidd, best professional tint installers in town. These guys, they do businesses, they do houses, they do it. You got a window, they'll put a tint on it. Hit up Carl Kidd, guys, Tint Masters. As I was saying, guys, sorry about that. One of the things that we want you guys to see is not voting is also a vote. A lot of people don't realize that it says something whenever you don't vote or don't choose an option that is there. So it was just very curious to me. One of the things that I will say, and we do have word on it, is what I was very curious, and we are going to ask. Well, let's go ahead and get into the runoff. There was a runoff for place 4. we had three candidates: Monica J. Cruz, Mari Carmen Perales Rangel, and Leroy Oresti. So we have three candidates for the place two. The highest vote getter there, or the one who had the most votes, were 2,272, and that went to Monica J. Cruz. Second, or right after, was Mari Carmen Perales Rangel, who had 1,760. So you're talking about Monica J. Cruz had 47% of the votes, while Mari Carmen Perales Rangel had 37 with 1,760 votes, and you had Leroy Oresti with 724, only getting 15% of the voting. So that alone would lead to a runoff. We don't have the exact dates because they haven't canvassed the elections yet. So on Monday, you guys will officially have a new mayor, as Mayor Rolando Salinas will take his role as mayor on Monday, the 10th, coming right up in less than a week. And we'll probably know a little bit more about the dates for the upcoming runoff election. So the runoff election will be for City Council Place 4, Monica J. Cruz and Mari Carmen Perales Rangel. um, and respectively, they had 47% and 37% of the votes. So this runoff is going to come up, and it's the next thing that we're looking at, of course, naturally after the results from this election. One thing that I will say, guys, and we're real excited about here, is that we've already talked to both candidates, to Mari Carmen Perales Rangel and Monica J. Cruz, and we're going to be setting up a debate. The debate that we haven't been able to get yet here in the Rising Texan. We're going to be able to get them from these City Council Place 4 candidates, Monica J. Cruz and Mari Carmen Perales Rangel. So we're pretty excited about that. We're going to make sure we figure out the format on that. Once we get a little closer to the election days, and once we know that when they're having the runoff, the days there, we'll go ahead and schedule an exact date and let you guys know. But as far as having or as far as if we're going to have a debate, we've already gotten confirmation from both camps that yes, they are going to be available. It's just a matter of coordinating what day. So guys, you guys be on the lookout for that. Again, this is going to be very interesting. It's not going to be anything that you guys have seen. And if you have any kind of questions or anything like that, or something you want to ask each of the candidates, please, either you can message it to us on our WhatsApp. If you go to the page, the Rising Texan, our WhatsApp number is there. You can click on it. Yes, I do want one. Billy, send me one over. All right, send me one over, Billy. But you can go on our page, and we have our WhatsApp there. You can go ahead and click it, and send us a message on what you want to ask the candidates. Again, Monica J. Cruz or Mari Carmen Perales Rangel. Or you can email us at therisingtexan@gmail.com and send us your question that way. We'll look at all the questions that we get, and we'll put them into the debate accordingly. What I'm going to try to do is get them each on an individual interview for you guys. That way, we can get to know the candidates a little bit better. And then from there, hopefully a little closer to the election, we can get a good date where we'll be able to have them debate about the issues. Not just answer questions, but have an opportunity to discuss or rebut their opponent in this race. And I think that's what's lacking a little bit, is the discussion between them two in a public type of a forum where everybody can see what the questions that are, what the reactions are, and how they are able, since they are going to be elected officials and they are held to a certain standard because they do represent all of us, and we should hold them at a standard. And we want to see those types of things because um, you might have a discussion where somebody says something, and I think that if a candidate has an opposing view, then that opposing view should get seen and shown for the public, for public knowledge. So when you guys go out and vote again, you guys get a chance to understand where each of them stand. And however you do vote, again, we don't never tell you guys how to vote, but we do tell you get out and vote. um, that way you have the best information in front of you, and you get out there and go vote with some confidence, right? um, Guys, like I said, we had a cancellation earlier, so we were a little bit short of a show, but we wanted to talk to you guys about the election, the results of the election. We are going to have both candidates, like I'm discussing to you, or telling you guys. We're going to have both candidates on here. They're going to discuss some questions. We're going to hopefully have them individually where we can kind of tell them, get to know the candidate a little bit more than what their pitch is, or whatever it is they have to say out there in their public. Get kind of behind who the person is behind the campaign, type of thing. And then, like I said, we're going to have an open debate, and that's going to be a very interesting type. Um, Another thing I wanted to run by you guys was our polls, give you an update on how the polls are going. And let's just give everybody a quick shout out to Billy Perez, was partying out there, inviting us to go out there, but we can't make it. Sorry about that. We're here trying to do this here. Um, Obi who? We saw him. We saw Obi, guys. He was out there in the election on the final absentee day, which was Tuesday, I believe. We said hi. Not necessarily introduce ourselves because he knows who we are. But he was there. He was there. Yeah, good times, guys. This poll that we just put out, Maverick County. Who would you vote for? Who would you want to run for Maverick County Judge? Currently, we do have Maverick County Judge Salcedo, who a lot of people have said the time is up. All right. Um, we did this poll. I think it was Sunday evening when we did it, late on Sunday evening. So what we want to show you guys is we showed you a little bit what's going on. We have 255 responses so far. And this thing's going to be until Friday. Friday, we'll go ahead and give you the results of the county judge and how people are polling, the names that are coming out that people are suggesting rather than the ones that we put up. So we'll go ahead and show you guys right now the way the pie chart is showing up right here real quick. See, we have 255 responses already on this one. Let's see. Just right quick, I'm going to disappear on you guys so you guys can see we have 255 responses right now. So we go to summary. There's the pie chart, and it's a pretty big chunk, as you can see, 61%, and that's going to former Mayor Ramsey English Cantu right now. You also have the biggest other chunk up there, of course, is 34%, and that's going to former county attorney Ricardo Ramos. And if we go into these are other names that of course we the way we set it up is that we had two people there or three people, or you could also include somebody that you wanted to include, you know. So you have here all the names that came out. See, that's a better view for you guys right there. Um, you have, let's see, Judge Salcedo. I see a couple of interesting names here. Dariel Flores. I'm not too familiar, but there's a Dariel Flores. We got a write-in of Victor Perry, attorney Edgar Juarez, AJ Iracheta, who is currently the county attorney, Enriqueta Diaz. She is a former judge, by the way, Republican. Somebody just put a Republican. Okay. Let's see, guys. We have Erica Rodriguez. Okay. Dariel Flores. Is that two for Dariel Flores already? Well, okay. Well, see that right there was the county judge one. All right. So as you're seeing, guys, this thing's still open until Friday. On Friday, we'll go ahead and show you guys the final results, right? But that's what we have right now. That's with 2 days voting. I believe there's 255 responses. We have the link. It's on our Facebook page. If you go, we have it pinned to the top. So you go in there, again, the link. You're gonna have to have a Google account. We did that with Google Forms. Sorry, we have our next poll coming that we're gonna discuss right now on Survey Monkey, which makes it a lot easier. That way, you don't have to have a Google account or anything. But 255 responses in the past 2 days, that's a pretty large amount, so we're very pleased about that, and we're going to give you guys the final on that one on Friday. Now, another one we're going to have on Friday is the county commissioner precinct 2 poll we have out, and that one has some interesting and a decent amount of responses for it being the first day as well. Let me go ahead and share that screen with you so you guys can take a look at it. I'm going to go ahead and put it up so you guys can see right quick. Let's see. Is it not opening for me? Okay. All right, guys. We're going right now. What we're doing is we're getting into the Survey Monkey survey to get the results, so you guys can. Oh. Okay, guys. Having a little issue with the internet. We're taking care of this issue with the internet. Let's go to the comments. Wow. It just got real in the comments, guys. We're trying to load up this survey for you guys. I apologize. And we're back. We're back on. Can you guys hear us? And we're back. Okay. Well, guys, what I was trying to show you earlier. A poll for sheriff. Okay, Jesse, go ahead and put down. Can you give us names? I believe Schmerber is rumored to run again, but who's out there possibly running for sheriff? So, guys, here you go. We're trying to get you guys the survey, so you guys to see where it is. The Maverick County Commissioner Precinct 2 survey. Let's see where this is at right now. Let's see. There you go. This is where we're at right now, guys. And this is the Maverick County Commissioner Precinct 2. And what you have right now is Rosy Cantu and Rosana Roxy Rios, who has been rumored to be interested in running for county commissioner of precinct 2. So as you can see from what we got here, Rosy Cantu, which is the current commissioner right now for precinct 2, has 3% of the votes, which is about 7.5%. The other responses are higher than her right now. And you also have, like I said, Rosy Roxana Rios, whose people have mentioned her name as possible candidate, and she's up there at 65% right now. If we take a look, I want you guys to see the other names that are being thrown out as possible candidates. People are writing these names down. We got Albert de la Torre, Constable de la Torre's wife. Somebody put any, any. Azalia Cázares. Anyone else? Somebody did not care. I don't care. Okay. Azalia Cázares, Abraham Galones. Someone who will actually bring change. Okay. A Republican, Michael Navejas. Okay. So that's where we're at right now with this poll. Again, this poll is going to be ready to go on Friday. We'll announce the final results on that one on Friday too. But what I'm wondering is, let us know what format is easier for you guys, whether it's the Google's form or the Survey Monkey. That way we can make sure, and whenever we do these polls, and we have another one coming out this weekend for you guys for all next week. That one's going to be an interesting one, so watch out for that one. It has to deal with the who wants to run for Maverick County Judge again. And guys, it's important if you can. I'd really appreciate it. These polls, if you can share it, if you can share our page and try to, so we can get our message out as much as we can to as many people as we can here locally. Um, it's important that we make awareness, not necessarily to vote one way or another, but to actually go out, vote, be aware of what's going on in our community, be aware of how our community is being run, because whether or not you realize it right away, it does have a major effect on how you live and how your children will live in the future, um, if you do have children, because any decisions that are made now, most of them are ones that most of the changes that are being done now are not going to have immediate effects, but you will see long-term effects on these decisions that some of these elected officials um, make. And we it is our responsibility, all of us as taxpayers, to not allow to continue the status quo, the what has always been, just like, or the mentality of they're going to do whatever they want. I'm sorry, but it's not whatever any elected official wants, because we're the ones, as a community, as the people who elect these people into office. So we do need to realize we are that powerful as a community. We are that powerful as people with a vote. And if we get together and vote for good, that's all we'll ever have is good. And each of us needs to realize and be informed with what's going on in our community. Like I said, guys, today's show was we were gonna have an interview for you guys. Unfortunately, we had an emergency and we couldn't get that interview in. I apologize for that, but we again, Lorenzo Menera, we uh, sent him out some prayers for his son. They have a family emergency right now. We had him today at 8 o'clock. Unfortunately, something came up. We understand that. Look forward to the interviews with the city council place 4 candidates, runoff candidates: Monica J. Cruz, Mari Carmen Perales Rangel. We will be interviewing them, and they will be debating on the Rising Texan, guys. So if you guys can send us send us an email, the rising texan at gmail.com, or you can send us a WhatsApp message with a question, 830-968-3419. Send us a WhatsApp. If you go to our page, you should be able to send us a message there. Send us a Facebook message. And let us know if you have any questions for these people. It's interesting. We have Monica J. Cruz on one side, Maricarmen Perales Rangel on the other. So what we want to do is go ahead, like I said, interview each of them, and then bring them back a little closer to the election so they can have a debate for you guys on the channel. So look forward to that. That should be coming up. We should be getting in contact very soon with Mayor Rolando Salinas. Hopefully, we get him to come on the show again, and to address any concerns that you guys might have now that he is mayor, and he can do a little bit. He can start filling out you know what he proposed and start getting his things together as our mayor. And yes, go ahead, send me the pina colada, please. Send two, one for me, one for Buddha. Buddha doesn't drink though. um the runoff election, it hasn't been announced yet. The candidates are going to get canvassed. It's a little rare. I'm not sure why it was done until a whole week after the election, but the official election results are going to get accepted by council on Monday. So that's why I say you're going to have your new mayor on Monday. Now from there, it's very interesting to what days they set. I'm not sure what days they have set yet. Like I said, it hasn't been mentioned yet. Um, but as soon as we have word, we're gonna let you know. We're gonna get out to these two candidates. We're gonna schedule the interviews. We're gonna schedule the debate and make sure we have something for you guys, something that a little bit different, where hopefully you guys are able to interact a little bit and have something that is not seen around here. Because I think that's the best way to approach this, to have these candidates be held accountable and to want to be in that position. Then they should work for us, as any elected official should. It's like when you take when they select somebody wherever you work, you put them in a position, as a body, and you expect them to produce. And as well, you should expect any elected official that you elect as the public to produce the results that they promised, to produce the results that they assured you they will, and make sure to hold them accountable every step of the way. Guys, we don't have too much anymore for you. I appreciate you guys tuning on. It was a rather quick show. I know we're usually on for a lot longer. No interviews. Like I said, we had a cancellation, so that's it happens. But we will get them on the show eventually. And I just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, guys. Wagon Wheel Smokehouse and Saloon, the best brisket you can have in town. Go and visit them, guys. They're not just about brisket. The fajitas there are good. Um, One of the things I like to have is the fajita with the brisket, the family pack. Woo, delicious, delicious. You can find them at 3283 Del Rio Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. 830-513-7250. 830-513-7250, guys. Guys, quick shout out to Billy out in SBI, owner manager at Eat Fit Eagle Pass. 830-513-4832, guys. I know a lot of y'all are into fitness, and it's hard to optimize the effort you're putting in without a good meal, good diet, uh, and a disciplined diet. It's hard to make these meal preps. Uh, our friend over here, Billy Perez, is taking care of that already for you. He prepares your meals. You get five protein based meals, and you get four overnight oats, and those are the most delicious overnight oats, guys. Let me tell you, I've tried them myself. Delicious. 830-513-4832. Eat Fit Eagle Pass. Another big shout out to Tin Masters, guys. You need a tent. It's getting hot outside. Nobody wants to get in the car when it's steaming up, hot. You can't touch anything. The leather seats are too hot to sit down, and you get in the seatbelt. The metal is hot and all that. No, how do you take care of that? Let me tell you. You hit my boy Carl Kidd up, and he'll hook you up with some professionally installed tents at Tent Masters, guys. The best tent installers in Eagle Pass. 830-752-2420, guys. And if you're looking for any legal advice, you're looking for somebody that you can trust and talk to about your legal issues, hit up Ramos Law Firm. Ramos Law Firm is there for you. They want to help you out. They want to make sure you get the justice that you deserve in whatever case that you're able to bring in. And you can reach out to the Ramos Law Firm, 830-968 laws, 830-968 laws. And that's 968-5297. Guys, if you have any issue, stuff happens, you need to go out and contact the lawyer that's going to be a counselor at law that's going to be there for you to back you up when that stuff hits the fan. All right. Well, thanks guys for tuning in this short show. We are going to get you much more as we go along. Tomorrow at 12, we are interviewing Stephanie Reese, who organized the vigil for Victoria. And we'll have you at 12. Hopefully you guys can join us. We'll be interviewing again the lady that put it together, Stephanie Ruiz. So guys, thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. We'll see you next time. All right, and keep on watching for more news at the Rising Texan.